It's a beautiful kind of headache. When you look everywhere and you see options that you can make use of, you throw in Chidozie Awaziem in there, and then you rest one of the guys that formed the Oyibo world, and Chidozie Awaziem gives you a 5-star performance. And then Truth speaks to Leon and said, they want to crack our world. We really have to step up. So
I agree.
They have to be competitive.
Honestly, Austin, and you also want to look at the fact that we're going to the World Cup. There will be lots of forms. There will be injuries. What if we do not have adequate replacements for these players? So it's good for the competition. It's good for the excitement. It's good for the positivity in the camp that players want to play for the national team. There's a lot of commitment. Austin, we talked about commitment some years back. Our players were not really committed to playing for the national team. But we're seeing commitment. Odion Igalo said he doesn't mind flying all that distance to come play for the national team. Mikel is arriving tomorrow. It shows great desire and commitment to play for the national team. And we need this game, Austin, going. We need this game. We need to go against Algeria and show that we are getting there. We're getting back the mojo. We're getting back that confidence, that belief that we used to play football, and we know how to play the game. So it's great stuff. I'm happy. You mentioned Chidozie Awaziem. I'm really pleased for him because when you're playing for Nons and you're playing it for a side who top 7, top 8 side in the French,
top-class coach,
with a top-class manager like Claudio Ranieri, who's a real taskmaster, who will not put you in that side if you don't deserve to be in that side. I think he's doing well for a 21-year-old, and I think he's nearly there. Leon Balogun and William Trusekong have got to sit up. They've got to ensure. And when that happens, Austin, you get to find out that you have a very formidable team. You get to have a very formidable team because you can call on people on the bench and they'll come do your job.
And so Clemens Vesterhoff looks at JJ and say, you don't want to pass the ball. Thompson Olia is here.
And he's going to come in and do what I'm asking him to do.
Options. I mean, like for like. You know, like.
And that's why the Germans, the French, the Brazilians.
They took Team B to the Confederation Cup.
Absolutely.
And they won.
And that Team B, if you look at what the Germans are doing, that Team B, the manager was trying to let the best days Team A know, the World Cup that we're going to go, we're going to pick players on merit. We understand your name is Mesut Ozil. We understand your name is Thomas Muller. We understand your name is whatever your name is. But there are people in this side who wants to be in this side. And that's the good thing. And that's why I'm really pleased with the Super Eagles and what we're doing. I said it some months ago. Coach Gernot Rohr is building something that is developing. And week in, week out, every time you see the national team play, you could see their improvements. You see that there's competition. We didn't quite have a great game against Zambia, but we did the job.
There you go.
We did the job.
We've not seen that in the last 4 years.
Absolutely. And also, people have to understand that we're not going to play champagne football every time we go into the field. But the manager is result-oriented. He's got strategies, he's got tactics, he goes for the objectives, and he's achieving them. And we've got to give them credit.
I mean, he's also visionary. This guy, I mean, spent some time with Coach Gernot Rohr on a Saturday. You can't even follow anything. He's asking you, what is Wilfred Ndidi? What is rated? I mean, the match is not ending. He wants to know how they're already doing. So he's already thinking ahead, and that's the father figure that I've been missing over time. So let's just see what they can do. But information that you can use, Coach Gernot Rohr has replaced injured midfielder Ogenyi Onazi with defender Kenneth Omeru, while Girona FC of Spain forward Olarewaju Kayode, we talked about him the other day, has taken the place of Moses Simon, who is also knocked out by injury. So you see, he's doing well for his club. He's playing in the La Liga. Kenneth Omeru is also doing well with Kasim Pasa in Turkey. So we're not worrying, oh, this guy is injured, call this guy.
Very, very good. Kenneth Omeru has built something since moving to Kasim Pasa. He's doing really well. Because for me, I care about players who are playing well, who are playing regularly, who are building something at their club level, and I think he's doing well. And also good to see Larry Kayode come into the fold, because I've been asking for him to in the national team.
We'll be looking for him since after the South Africa game.
He's been doing well. Hasn't really cracked it yet in Spain in terms of scoring goals, but he's a good player. He's got real pace about him. He can give you dimension, and also we're talking about competition. He could give the guys a bit of fire.
That's right. So there you have it. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, they're already in Rabat, Morocco, as a started preparation for Friday's 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifying match against Algeria. Information that you can use. We'll continue to monitor that team camp. Hopefully tomorrow we'll speak to the media officer of the team to get more information. But let's get on with the show now. Let's go to Nnewi. That was where former El Kanemi boss Ladan Boso was unveiled. He was unveiled today as the new coach of FC Ifeanyi. Ladan Boso comes with a lot of experience with league football in Nigeria, and so he replaces Ghanaian coach Yopreko. We're talking about it the other day. We're asking questions: who goes here, who goes there? Ladan Boso going to FC Ifeanyi. That's a smart move.
It's a smart move because he understands the terrain very well. He understands the league very well. He knows the players. He knows how it works. When he was at El Kanemi Warriors, he enjoyed a long, terrific home performance. You could never go to Maiduguri to play El Kanemi and win. It was always a great time there. But it didn't quite work out in terms of the ambition of El Kanemi Warriors. But he's going to a massive club. Now, Ifeanyi, over the past few years, have tried to be in that particular category and league where they are associated with either challenging for the title or getting into continental places. And you see the kind of reception and the unveiling he got today, got an official car. Wow. It was great one. Great to see Ladan Boso being unveiled as Ifeanyi coach. And I'm sure that the intention will be get us into the continent. That's or right. Challenge for the title. Plateau United have shown that if you do something right, if you build something right, and you're ticking the right boxes, you can achieve something really great.
And if you want to judge Ladan Boso with what he did at El Kanemi, had a young team, kept on telling us, look, guys, I'm not here to win the league title with this team, but I want to leave an impression. And at some point, they were always in the top 4. Yeah, they finished 6th, and that's a decent position.
He's a good manager. That's one thing you have to know. He's a good manager. He's a football-playing manager. He understands football very well. He's a great student of the game, and he'll bring a lot of experience to bear at Ifeanyi. I have no doubt about that.
That's right. Let's just quickly talk about this one. I won't waste much time with it. Mike Emenalo. Michael Emenalo is from the 1994 class, that top class of the Super Eagles, where if you want to talk about any name that is still doing so well, some have gone, God bless their souls. But Mike Emenalo has also left his role at Chelsea.
And at some points, I heard he's the most influential African in European football.
Tell me.
The most influential, because being at a top European club like Chelsea for 10 years, worked with 10 different managers.
Wow.
And in all honesty, Twitter got buzzing today because some of the Chelsea fans said, this is the man who was behind the scenes.
Wow.
Helping us achieve all the successes that we have achieved in the past 10 years.
And he's a Nigerian.
He's a Nigerian.
Wow.
Great
guy. For the Super Eagles.
And guess what? He's not leaving Chelsea and getting jobless. He's already been linked with that position at Monaco, a massive club also in Europe. He's a great guy.
I know.
He was responsible for all the transfers. We understand that he had a frosty relationship with the manager, Antonio Conte. Maybe, just maybe,
but there's nothing else to lose with a guy that has
been there for 10 years.
I mean, there was a time he said to Jose, it's about time you go. And you know you're not doing anything again, Jose.
And guess what, Austin? The director of the club, Granovskia, Marina Granovskia, has come out to say, we're going to restructure our management, and he's going to be part of the process.
Wow, we'll come back to that. Sports Now on Channels Television. Let's go on this quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk some more. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.